World magazine. Today's guest is a visionary entrepreneur in the natural wellness space, leading one of the APAC region's most promising natural wellness brands. As the founder of Be Purely You, he has been driving a movement towards authentic, effective, and sustainable wellness solutions that empower individuals to prioritize their health naturally. Under his leadership, Be Purely You has emerged as a benchmark for excellence in natural wellness, combining quality products with a mission to inspire mindful living. Please join me in welcoming one of the best natural wellness brand founders to watch in 2026, Mr. Pranav Batra. Pranav, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me here. The pleasure is all mine.
Oh, it's an honor, sir. So let's get started with the first segment. So Pranav, let's start with your journey, okay? What inspired you to focus on natural wellness, and also how did your early experiences shape your vision for Be Purely You?
Well, let me get a little deeper on this with the word wellness first. So, there are four different dimensions of wellness: physical, how we look; mental, that's how we think; emotional, that's how we feel; and spiritual, that's how we are connected to ourselves. We all understand how we look, feel, and think, but very few people are connected to themselves actually. So and this is what I've seen, which is missing in most people. They are not able to connect to themselves. They get lost in life, and it's happened with me also. This is not something that I'm saying. I'm saying it from lived experiences. So I've realized that most people have the spiritual wellness missing, and somewhere in my life, I also had that too. But I found my way back to myself, and my life's experiences have basically shaped the vision of Be Purely You. I wouldn't be able to go into the complete detail of my life story here, but I would say that recently my podcast has been released just 2 days ago on our YouTube channel. So viewers can see the whole journey there. My entire journey is very openly and transparently and honestly spoken about there.
That's wonderful, and many, many congratulations on the podcast. I hope that you touch a new height of success with it, sir.
Thank you so much.
So, as founder, you oversee both the business strategy and product innovation. So, how do you ensure your products are both effective and aligned with the customer's needs?
So, for us, everything starts with people and connecting with people, not just the products. So every product we create is, it kind of solves a real problem. And that's what we aim at creating, and that's what we aim at doing. So it's not just about what we are creating, and we go into the depth of it. And we have a very strong in-house product development team. And beyond that, I try every product on my skill first before it goes to market. So if it's not genuine, we don't make it.
That's excellent, sir. So the wellness market is highly competitive, with many brands claiming to offer natural solutions, right? So what differentiates Be Purely You from other wellness brands in APAC?
Well, competition is something that will always be there. And I very strongly believe that I'm not here to compete with anybody. I'm here to create better versions of myself and my company. So I also feel, that the word natural, it is overused. And authenticity is very rare. And at Be Purely You, we basically we focus on honesty and authenticity. So it's not just about what people see in the mirror after using the products. It's more about how they feel when they use the products.
That's superb. I think that's the right mindset to deal with competition, right, sir? So wellness is not about products but about lifestyle, just as you mentioned right now, right? So how does your brand educate and empower customers to embrace holistic well-being?
Well, firstly, you're absolutely right. Wellness is a relationship with yourself. Firstly, we need to understand it. Like I explained, there are four different dimensions of wellness in the beginning. So, wellness is a relationship with yourself. And that's why we go beyond products and not just, the product itself. And we have something known as the Founders Friday, which is on our social media platforms, on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. These are basically small videos of my life's lessons that I'm sharing with people. I'm sharing with the audience, learnings, lessons, and the intention of this is basically just to help others that if they are stuck in the same thing, how to cope with it. And I think that's how we, also empower our customers to embrace the holistic well-being.
That's amazing. And then definitely I feel that definitely connects a personal connect with the audience as well. So I think that's really great. So, every entrepreneur's journey has its challenges, right? So can you share with us a defining moment that shaped your leadership or business philosophy?
Oh, well, there wasn't one, there were many. And in fact, I would say all my life's experiences. But I think the biggest shift that happens in a journey, or in my journey rather, it wasn't external, it was more internal. So, there was a phase in my life when I realized that not everyone grows with you. And I had to make some difficult choices with people, with business, with trust, all kinds of phases of my life. And at the same time, I also went through a period where I felt disconnected with myself. So it's about finding your way back. And it taught me that leadership does not start from outside, it starts from within.
That's beautifully explained right there. So, sustainability and authenticity are increasingly important to consumers right now. So, how does Be Purely You maintain trust, transparency, and quality across its product range? I think you've just explained it, but if you can elaborate it.
Yeah, so firstly, I would say that, at Be Purely You, our core mission is authenticity. And it is being purely you and being yourself. And we truly also, I believe trust is not something that can be bought. You can't buy trust. It has to be earned over time. And how does that happen? That happens with consistency. So consistency in what we say, consistency in what we do, consistency in what we deliver, not just as a brand, but even in our personal lives. I mean, when you can only build a trust of a friend, a trust of a parent, a trust of a sibling, when you're genuinely authentic and when you earn that trust. So I think that's how we go about, earning trust from our customers and from people. And it's kind of a value system that's embedded in me. So I like to spread that amongst everybody in the company.
That's well said. So the wellness industry is rapidly evolving with new trends, research, and consumer expectations, right? So how does your company stay ahead while maintaining a customer-focused approach?
Well, there's a saying which I believe in, that change is the only constant. Everything else is temporary. So trends will keep coming and going. Trends will keep evolving. And that is the nature of the industry. But to be very honest, it's not, we don't chase trends. Like I said, we listen very deeply. We listen to our customers because it is actually the customer feedback that we get by which we evolve our products and create our products and change our products. So for us, relevance is not, about being first. It's about genuinely staying connected.
That's excellent. So this brings me to the last question of the first segment. Looking back, what lessons or insights have most shaped your growth as a leader in the natural wellness space?
I think I would say not one. I would say every lesson that I've learned in life and everything that I've gone through in life it's my life's experiences basically. I think even you should watch my podcast and then you will know what I'm talking about. But it's my life's experiences that have shaped me to be the man I am today. And they have shaped me to move in this particular direction. They've taught me patience, clarity, and consistency. So, patience, it reminds me that anything meaningful takes time. Clarity, it keeps me aligned with who I am and what I'm building. And consistency is the key, like we just mentioned some time back. So these aren't just qualities, these are like things that are embedded within us, and we just need to kind of bring it out.
That's very comprehensive, and definitely I'm going to check out the podcast. So yes, this brings us to the wrap of this first segment. So let's quickly move on to the second segment. So we just expect short and spontaneous answers now, which will be a rapid fire round. So my first question to you would be, one word that best defines your leadership style.
Authentic.
I vouch for it now. A daily habit that keeps you energized and focused on wellness innovation.
Silencing the mind.
That's a great one. One common myth about natural wellness you would like to debunk.
Natural is not just a trend. It's a way of living.
That's well said. A mentor, book, or philosophy that has most influenced your approach to business.
Philosophy, which is return to yourself.
One, what excites you more, like creating breakthrough wellness solutions or seeing customers transform their health?
Definitely seeing customers transform their health.
Yeah, it's always the impact, right? So if not wellness, natural wellness, which field could you have pursued?
That's a no-brainer. Music.
Oh, wow. Your personal leadership mantra in one sentence.
Stay real, build real, and be purely you.
Oh, wow, that's great. So yeah, this is a wrap for the second segment. I think you were very precise and prompt. So great work, sir, there. So this brings us to the third segment, which is leadership in a minute. So Pranav, what is that one message that you'd like to give to emerging entrepreneurs, wellness innovators, and executives who want to build impactful natural wellness brands but don't know where to begin?
Well, I would say be honest in what you do. Start with the truth. Do follow the trends, but don't chase them. There's a difference between following them and chasing the trend. And understand people deeply. Be patient with the whole process, because for new entrepreneurs to create a startup, it's a process. It's not an easy task. It's a process, like we say. So be patient with the process and build it genuinely, because that's what lasts.
I think that's some golden pieces of advice right there. So yeah, this brings us to the final and last segment, which is the fourth one. My first question to you for this segment would be, looking ahead, what major trends do you believe will redefine natural wellness adoption, product development, and consumer habits in 2026 and beyond?
So I think if we talk about manufacturing, it will be automation. Manufacturing of natural products and all. It will be automation. But more deeply, it would be personalization will replace the mass solution. And of course, the emotional connections will matter more than ever. So those will kind of start building and replacing normal trends.
I think that's very insightful. So this brings me to the last and foremost question. How do you envision Be Purely You contributing to the future of wellness and helping people lead healthier and more mindful lives?
Yeah, so I think what we are doing here is we are building a community, not just a brand. In fact, we've already started our community, and people can visit our website, join our community, and also join our WhatsApp community, which has personalized, insights on holistic wellness, on healing, on products, the whole thing about our brand, and it's a movement that we are creating. It's not just something that is a future of wellness, and the movement is basically to encourage people to return to themselves and to feel good in themselves, and to feel good in yourself, in your skin, because we believe that um, when you feel good in your skin, you actually glow naturally.
That's well said, right? And that's definitely, phenomenal because community-driven leadership is really the need of the hour, and I think that's what you're doing right now. So this brings us to the end of the interview, but before we say our goodbyes, I just want to give you a small vote of thanks. So Pranav, thank you so much for sharing with us your journey, your expertise, and your insights. Your work demonstrates how natural wellness, when guided by vision and leadership, can empower people to live healthier and more mindful lives. Your story reminds us that authenticity, innovation, and purpose driven leadership can make a meaningful difference not only in business but in the lives of individuals and communities. So, to all of our viewers, we will soon be back with more conversations spotlighting leaders who are shaping the future of business, wellness, and innovation right here on the Enterprise World magazine. Thank you so much, Pranav, for your time and effort for this interview. It was lovely meeting you. I think we've had a very fruitful conversation, and I've learned so much. There's so many key takeaways from this, interview that I can take today. So yeah, I wish you all the best for your role and the company ahead. And yeah, I hope that you have a great remaining day as well.
Thank you so much, Apurva, and wish you the same. And I wish that you have a very good day as well, and all the best to you.
Yes, thank you so much. Take care, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.